Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. And today we will be doing another empire video. And today we will be seeing what if Croatia formed an empire today. And yeah, we'll just get straight into the video. So, ah, ah. Okay, guys, the angle just messed up there, but we're good. So, Croatia is a country in Europe, in the Balkan region, the worst region in the planet. So yeah. Wait. Okay, we're good. So first country that Croatia invades is um um Slovenia. Yeah, that's cool. I don't know why this doesn't like me. But yeah, Slovenia, they push in, they push in with ease, it's Slovenia. It's easy country to invade, and they completely invade it. And peace treaty comes around, and they fully annexed the country of Slovenia. So yeah, Croatia is already a pretty big country. The only thing I know about Croatia is their flag. They have good waterfalls, and they have a good football/soccer team. Okay, so yeah, next country they invade is Bosnia. Yeah, they decide to invade the Bosnia and Herzegovina. Um, Bosniak Empire is no more. They invaded from their Mediterranean side, and we do have a thing happening that is probably never gonna happen in history. Serbia joins this war on their own side. So yeah, you thought I was gonna put Serbia on Croatia's side. That would never happen. So yeah, Serbia goes in from the never eat soggy. Yeah, the east. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, no, west. They're pushing in from the west, and then Croatia's pushing in from the east. Um, Bosnia is kind of pancaked here. I mean, there's no way they can get out of this. They just try to capture all the areas possible, and yeah, I mean, it's going good for both sides, but then they soon get to the end of the invasion. So yeah, there's a bunch of guerrilla warfare on this side. Of hold on, there's a bunch of guerrilla warfare on this side of Bosnia over here. All that stuff, but there's not that much over there because I mean it's Croatia, they're the ally. It's kind of like, oh, free us, no, why would you do this to us? So yeah, peace treaty. The partitioning of Bosnia happens, and yeah, Serbia and Croatia completely splits Bosnia, and yeah, that's cool. But Croatia was like, hey, we like Bosnia. Bosnia is our ally, even though they just invaded them. They're like, we're invading Serbia to free the Bosniaks in their country, and also just because of other reasons, bad reasons. So yeah, they completely full scale invade Serbia, and they're doing pretty good. They make it a good advancement in the north. Croatia at this time is now like the same as Serbia. So yeah, they're pushing in, but then the Serbians make their counteroffensive, and they push in the south and a little bit in the north. But that's not enough, and the Croatians start crashing back down. They capture the capital, split the country into two, and the remaining government surrenders. See you guys after the peace treaty. Looking at the peace treaty, Croatia just releases all the original parts of Bosnia and Herzegovina because that's pretty cool, right? Yeah, okay. So Bosnia has been released, and that's pretty cool. Serbia is now like, no, why would you do that, bro? So yeah, the next target is oh, good old Austria. I mean, good old Austria, right? And also, by the way, NATO, the EU, the UN, all those major alliances don't exist to help Croatia form their empire because Austria is in the EU, but they're not in NATO. So yeah, Croatia pushes in to Austria. They push in, take Havana. I'm pretty sure. I think I keep butchering the name. But yeah, there's not that much left. There is mountain and like mountain and mountain, but they do push up until they get to the tail, and then Austria surrenders. No. See you guys after the peace treaty. Looking at the peace treaty here, we could see that Croatia takes a little bit of land out of the mountainous areas, and then they puppet the rest. So this is basically like a puppet state between Croatia and Germany, which is a very tense, very, very tense border, as we can see, yes. So yeah, Croatia's next target is Hungary, and yeah, that's cool. So yeah, they push in, oh my gosh, okay, well, you know, they push in with a bunch of troops because troops is cool. They take Budapest, and yeah, it's basically over for Hungary. They have half of their country, getting rid of, and then they're like, bro, you've got to be kidding me. So they're like, you know what? They send over these lands. You can take these lands out of me, and we keep the rest. But they're like, nah, fam. We want all of these lands. And they say, no, you can have these lands. And they're like, no. Okay, if we can't work out that, we want these lands. And it's just back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Until Hungary realizes, wait, there's no troops on this border. This is the occupied areas. So they full on come back with like all the remaining troops they got, which is not a lot though. So I mean, yeah, they recaptured that. A lot of moral left, but then the Croatians are crashing back in. Then, you know, they just actually realize, okay, we gotta capture the entire country, and then we get to get our own land. So yeah, the Hungarian government refuses to make any peace treaty with Croatia, so now it's just like an occupied zone for now. And yeah, so we're gonna get into that later on in the video. So yeah, Croatia can't really go anywhere else. I mean, they can like go into Italy, but I don't think they want to do that. They can probably re-enter into Bosnia, which is like, no, they freed them. They already went into a war with Serbia. So yeah, they're really depending on this peace treaty. And then finally, they work out some land, you know, right here. They finally agreed for them to take Budapest, and they go up and snake like that. Wait, hold on, let me just redraw that line. No, hold on, guys. There we go, that's the line. So yeah, what they do, they just go in, take all that land, and boom, that is the peace treaty. It took a while. They were like, no, but yeah, but no, not gonna happen. So yeah, boom. Oh yeah, you just gotta uncolor Hungary. No, keep not pressing the wrong button. Okay. So yeah, Croatia is now a pretty big country in Central Europe. Not as big as countries like Austria, Hungary, or Yugoslavia. Speaking of Yugoslavia, never mind. They do send over an ultimatum to the puppet government of Austria and say, hey, we're annexing you. And they don't really get a say if they want that or not. But yeah, we're going to have big war happen in a second here, and it's not going to go in favor for Croatia because, you know, Croatia, I mean, there's bound to something to happen after you basically are like, you have a big Croat population in like these areas maybe, and like that, the southern area of your country probably has a big Croat population, but up here, not too good. So yeah, they erupt into a civil war. So we have Austria and Hungary, funny enough, both forming a coalition, Croatian coalition. I like that, Croatian coalition. Against Croatia in a civil war. So yeah, let's look at that right now. So Austria takes all their former lands, so does Hungary, and they realize something. Croatia is like in the top 25 countries of the world, and they're just a rebel group. So if they want to pull this off, they got to pull off some cool actions, you know? So what they do is they push down try and capture as much coast as possible, but that won't go that well for them. They try and push down and try and capture the capital. I don't really know where that would be, but we're just gonna say it's like right there, or maybe yeah, like right there. So yeah, but Croatian forces come up and meet the Austrian and Hungarian um, peeps, and they just push them all out. The only thing that holds is that Austrian front, but the Hungarians do pop out and say, "Hello there, how's your day today? Get out of my swamp." So yeah, Hungary joins this war because they're like, "Bro, come on now." Like, yeah. So yeah, the bananas are pushing in, and it's not looking good for them. They have a big united front, and yeah, they're not gonna annex any territory from them. They already have their capital, but here's the thing: a bunch of Croatian troops have just been thingied in the south. So that big division comes up and spreads all across this line. So yeah, now it's a stalemate, and they start pushing back and creating a bigger and bigger front against them. And yeah, this civil war goes on for a while. You know, they push up into the north, but they push up and down into the south, and then they push out in this complete front. Then they try and like focus their way to do that type of thing, but then the Croatians, and it's just a bunch of nonsense type stuff. But soon we see a peace treaty when these borders are met. So yeah, this is where peace treaty is signed, and yeah, take a look at the peace treaty. Whoa, that's wrong. Looking at the peace treaty here, we can see that Hungary gets all their lands, and Croatia annexes all of Austria. So yeah, it's looking pretty good for Croatia. Their empire is decently sized in Europe, and they want to do a little bit more expanding, like they always do, because you know Croatians, they want revenge on former places. Especially down here in that region right there. So what they do, they declare war on the one and only Bosnia and Croatia. Yeah. So they want to like make a new Yugoslavia, but more powerful and more like stable. But like you know, Serbia doesn't get to say in anything in the empire. So yeah, this right here is the Republic. No, the Empire of the Croat yeah, whatever. Um, so what happens? They invade all of Bosnia. That's so cool. And then they try and advance into Serbia, but Serbia has this entire line to defend it, defended because um they saw how Croatia completely knocked out like Austria and Hungary. Well, Hungary came back and absolutely destroyed them. And yeah, so cool thing. And then they invade more, they break the stalemate, and boom, dead. See you guys after Beach Treaty. Looking at the Beach Treaty here, we can see that. Wow, that's a little bad. So yeah, not good, not good. And then what they do, they invade North Macedonia, and I will spare you the pain because that's not cool. Because sparing pain is nice. So yeah, they now have North Macedonia, but they invade Montenegro because you know that's cool. Kosovo is actually recognized as an independent country, and I mean, they don't want to invade Kosovo or Albania, so it leaves this massive mess in the Balkans. But then you know what? They're like, I don't care anymore. We hate you anyways. So yeah. They invade. You happen. And then there was Albania. That was never part of Yugoslavia. So Yugoslavia is formed. Kind of. Yeah, it is formed. But then this is what happens. So yeah, these are the states of the Croatian Empire, and you can see one thing, that Kosovo is not a state. It got annexed in the Serbian state. So yeah, that was cool. Um. So yeah. Then well, peeps start leaving the empire. And this is one of the empires where you can join and leave. So then North Macedonia leaves and Montenegro leaves. And that's the only two that leaves. And it's kind of like Scotland, Wales, and like Cornwall and all these guys up here. They're all united under one country that can leave the Union. But yeah, this, if you put all these together, you get the Kingdom of Croatia. Yes, it is monarchist. But yeah, guys, I hope you liked this video. If you did, a little shorter one than usual. It's a shorter Empire video, 15 minutes long, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, guys, I hope you liked this video. If you did, smash that like button, and I will see you all next time. Goodbye. Happy face.